All right, Shalom, Shalom. Let's get right to it. Let's give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Shema Shah. Double honor to the powerful praise of Elder Great Millstone. Shalom to the hope of the elect. So we're going to get right to this lesson. Prophesy against false prophets of their own heart, right? Of their own heart. So we're going to get right to this video. You see, let's get some scriptures, then we're just going to move along and get right into it. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 1. It say, and the word of the Lord came to me and say, Son of man, prophesy against the false of Son of man, prophesy against the prophecy of Israel, that prophecy and they say unto them that prophesy out of their own heart. Hear the word of the Lord, right? Hear the word of the Lord. So let's get right into it. Okay, come on, man. What's going on? Oh, boy. Move kind of slow.
What is somebody not going to allow you to buy iOS 7? What is that talking about? Is that talking about on a small scale? Or is that talking about on a larger scale? A larger scale. Okay, is it literally talking about the rich, needy people and poor people? Now, what do you think, Marcus? They've been certain things. Think about it. What is in your forehead and what's in your right hand? So they're going to search something in your brain that's going to keep you from buying and selling? There you go. Sin. You support it. When you pledge allegiance, you pledge it. Why? You support it. Bring it out. When you make a covenant or an agreement, what are you doing with it? You got it? That's solid, right? Yeah, go ahead. Think. When I make a covenant with somebody, what do I do? When I shake my left hand, my right hand. You support it. Bring it out. You agree with it. Read that.
Second Maccabees chapter 4, verse 34. Therefore, Menelaus, taking Andronicus apart, prayed him to get Onias into his hand, who being persuaded thereunto, and coming to Onias in deceit, gave him his right hand with oaths.
You see that? You make your oath. Meaning you're supporting the system with your right hand. That's what we pledge. We pledge with your left hand or your right hand. Your right hand, because you're supporting American democracy. You're supporting the politics. You're supporting the system. You're in support with them. Now, give me the right scripture. I'm going to break it down for you real quick. You're not talking about on a small scale. Buying and selling going to your embargoes, your sanctions. It ain't talking about me and you, my brother. Bring it out. Because some people say the market, and some people say the market. So the market is people go buying and selling.
To track his every movement. There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that. Mark my words before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that.
I'm about to sign just two things. First, it orders a 100-day review of 4 vital products: semiconductors, key minerals and materials like rare earths that are used to make everything from harder steel to airplanes. 3, pharmaceuticals and their ingredients. 4, advanced batteries like the ones used in electric vehicles. Everyone has a role to play to strengthen our supply chains and our country. The United States of America. Everyone has a role to play to strengthen our supply chains in our country. Semiconductors, everyone has a role.
So you see. All right, let's go right to the scriptures. All right, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 1 again. It said, and the word of the Lord came unto me, say, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesied, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own heart, and hear the word of the Lord, right? Hear the word of the Lord. Verse 3, thou said the Lord, power, woe unto the foolish prophet that follow their own spirit and have seen not. O Israel, thy prophets are like the fox in the desert, right? In the desert. You have not gone up unto the great gate, another make up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. They had seen vanity, they had lied, divination, said the Lord said, and the Lord had not sent them, and they had made others to hope they would not comfort the words. All right. Let's go back. I want to read all this. Verse 7, had not seen in vanity vision, they had not speak and lie. Hold on. They had yet not speak in lies. Divination will yet say it. The Lord said, I have not sent. No, I have not spoken. Yeah, I have not spoken. Ezekiel chapter 3, Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me and say, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy and say, die unto that prophet out of thy own heart. Hear the word of the Lord, right? Hear the word of the Lord. God said the Lord, power. Woe unto you, foolish prophet that follow after their own spirit and have seen not. O Israel, thy prophet are like the fox in the desert, right? Like a fox in the desert. Let's see what else I can get. I think that's all I want. Let's go to Jeremiah 23, verse 1. Let me see. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 30. Therefore, behold, I'm against that prophet, say the Lord, that steal my words, everyone from his neighbor. Behold, I'm against that prophet, said the Lord, that use their tongue and say, he said. Behold, I'm against that prophet. False dreams, say the Lord, and does tell them, and cause my people to err by the line and by the light. Yet I sent them not, nor command them. Therefore, I should not prevent this people at all, say the Lord. Let me see which, so that should be it. That's all I'm on. Yeah, let's move on. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16, it say, for the leader of this people calls them to error, and they are led of them are restored. Right? It says, for the leader of these people. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16, for the leader of this people calls them to error, and they are led of them are destroyed. Right? Let's go to Jeremiah. chapter 5, verse 26. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. If among my peoples are found wicked men, they lay wait as they hear and set snares. They set traps. They catch man. All right. Verse 27. In the courage of a fool of a bird, so are the houses are full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and wax rich. Right. They become great and wax rich. It's other scripture. I forgot. Let's say 2 Timothy. All right, we got Jeremiah. Messed up. Let's go to Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. No, let's go back to Isaiah. Yes, I forgot that. Let's go back to Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. You know what? I'm going to go to that. Let me go back to Proverbs 3 and 5. Yeah, I'm just all everywhere. Proverbs 3 and 5. Let's go to that. Then we go to Proverbs 3, verse 5. Proverbs 3, verse 5. It said, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. And all thy ways acknowledge him. He shall direct thy paths. Verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Right. Fear the Lord, depart from evil. Proverbs 3, verse 5 again, it say, let me see. Proverbs 3 and 5 again, it said, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him. He shall direct thy paths. Verse 7, be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Right. Fear the Lord. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. Isaiah 8, verse 20. They said to the law and to testimony, if I speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them. Right. There is no light in them. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Right. There is no light in them. All right, move on. Let me see. Let's go to Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. It said, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep clothing, but inward they are ravaged wolf. Right, they are ravaged wolf. Verse 16, you should know them by their fruit. Does man gather grapes, thorns, and fend of this? Even so, every good tree bring forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bring forth evil fruit. Verse 18, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bring not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast unto the fire, right? Cast into the fire. Wherefore, verse 20, wherefore thy fruit, you should know them, right? You should know them. Me again. Matthew chapter 7, verse 20, wherefore by their fruit you shall know them. Right? You should know that. Verse 21, and everyone that say unto me, Lord, Lord, should enter unto the kingdom of heaven, but he that do the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many would say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, had not prophesied in thy name, in thy name I had cast out devils, in thy name done many wonderful work, and then profess unto them, I never know you. Depart from me, that works iniquity. Let's read again. Matthew chapter 7, verse 20. Matthew chapter 7, verse 14. Because straight is the gate, the narrow is the way which lead unto life. Fruit that find it. Beware of false prophet which come unto you in sheep clothing, but inward they are ravished wolves. You should know them by their fruit. Does man gather grapes, thorns, and fringe as threads? Even so, every good tree bring forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bring forth evil fruits. Right, bring forth evil fruit. All right, move along. Let's see what else. Trying to see which one is it. Is it 1 Timothy chapter 3 or is it 2? Don't find it. 16. I think it's 3:16. No. Yeah, it's see 16. No, it's 2 Timothy. I forgot where was that. It's all right. We'll move on. We're gonna find it. Let me see. I think it's probably the 2. Oh, how the heck I forgot. Nope, it's not it. I don't know what I forgot. But let's move on because I know I'm taking kind of too long. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Second Peter 2, verse 1, the false prophet. 2 Peter 2, verse 1, but there was false prophet also among the people, even as there should be false teacher among you, who probably shall bring in damaged heritage, even denying the Lord that brought them and brought upon themselves swift destruction, right? Brought upon themselves swift destruction. All right, let's go to Revelation, get in those and move on. Revelation, chapter. Let's go to 14. Let's read that. So let's go in the scriptures. You know, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It say, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them and say with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his hand, not in his forehead or in his hand, the same should drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out with mixture into the cup of indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb. Right? You see. And verse 11, and the smoke of the turmoil ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, who have worshipped the beast in his image, and whosoever receive his mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here is that keep the commandment of our power and the faith of Yahweh. In verse 13, no, we'll read all that now. So as you see, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, it said again, there follow another, and there follow another angel. And there follow another angel say, Babylon is, no, verse 9, I'm messing up, yeah. Verse 9, the third angel following them and say with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, it said, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same should drink the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angel and the presence of the Lamb. Let's go to Revelation 19, verse 20. No, let's go to Revelation 13 then. I should have did that. Revelation 13, verse, let's go get to point 15. No, let's go to 14. Revelation 13, verse 14. And he deceived them that dwell on the earth, right? He deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of their miracles, which they had power to do in the sight of the beast, and say to them that dwell on the earth that they shall make an image to the beast, which had wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. He called all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man may buy or sell that he had and that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603,006. Right? That was, man, that was all it right there. This time I got, okay. Let's go back to this, and we're going to get a couple of close. What the heck going on here?
There you go. Sin. You support it. When you pledge allegiance, who you pledge it? Why? You support it.
Bring it out.
What?
Okay, is it literally talking about the rich and needy people and poor people? Now, what do you think, Marcus? They've been certain things. Think about it. What's in your forehead? What's in your right hand? So they're going to search something in your brain that's going to keep you from buying and selling? There you go. Sin. You support it. When you pledge allegiance, who you pledge it? Why? You support it.
Bring it out.
When you make a covenant or an agreement, what do you do it with? You got it? That's all, right? Yeah, go ahead. Think. When I make a
Boy, you see, let's go to let's get a couple more closeout scriptures. Man, no much. No, let's go up this 1 John chapter. All right, I think I forgot the turn scripture. 1 John 2:1. Let me see. I forgot. We'll be all right. We're gonna find it. Or is it 5? Is it 4? I think yeah. 1 John 4:1. Yeah. Trying to see if this is the one thing. Go back to that. All right, we're gonna go back. No, we're gonna list it right. Yeah. So as you see here, 1 John chapter 4:1, it said, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world, right? Many false prophets are going out to the world. 1 John 4:1, it said, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of the Most High. Well, let me read again. 1 John 4:1, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world. All right, let's go to 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. Second Peter chapter 2, verse 1. It said, But there was false prophets also among the people, even as there should be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring damaged heritage, even denying the Lord that brought them, and brought upon themselves swift destruction, right? Brought upon themselves swift destruction. So, right, man. So I'm gonna close out right there. As you see the title, prophesy against false prophets. And I think I forgot the rest of what I said. But let me see. Hold on. Yeah. It said prophesy against false prophets of their own heart. Right, prophesy. Yeah. Prophesy against false prophets of their own heart. So as you see here, but yeah, I'm closed out. So we're gonna give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Awashah, Delwan to the powerful brothers and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the host of the event. Shalom. Beware of false prophets of their own heart.